Good day, crafty chums. It's Nicky and Ilene here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to laugh. It's yeah, get the brain into gear. Nicky and Ilene with some junk journals that we're still finishing. So bringing you along for the ride. Here we go. There we go. Ilene, just quickly show your journal.
Oh. There's mine so far. This is a card made when Nicky and I were doing 4x4s or something. What was it? I cannot recall, but we were doing bigger cards. Do you remember that? It was a while back.
Yeah.
So this is all recycled and layered paper. And so far that's the inside coming along. How about yours?
Yeah. I just did a quick flick actually. I'm up to putting in, tags and things like that now. Yeah, so all my pages are down. I've just on this one I've just got a little belly band with a little stopper in the bottom. She says, "Add a frame." I came across this in my little junk basket, which is a bookmark, corner bookmark. It's a little heart-shaped one. And so I've just popped it on to this paper bag for the minute, and it kind of like holds the paper bag closed. Like that. And I have more tags.
Nice.
And a little pull out there, which is backed with copy dyed paper. That's just in a paper bag. And then I've got more tags. Another little card there and another tag. I realised as we're going along and I'm looking for papers and just scrap papers to make the tags and things, is that of course I've got loads of these 6x6 pads with from card making and that, with lots of little scraps of paper in, and I was thinking, why didn't I think of getting those out before and using those? I don't know.
Yeah, that was me.
So I'm using up my scraps from my 6x6 paper pads on these now, which helps to get rid of my scraps, I suppose. So there you go. That is me. Woe is me. And
cleaning up, and this is all these different clothing tags and store tags, so I might use those.
Yeah. Hi, Josie. How are you?
Hi, Josie.
So yeah. No, if I could get my sewing machine out, I'd sew around it, but it's a brand new sewing machine, so I'm not inclined to sew on paper with that.
Yeah.
I eventually had to go for a new sewing machine. And the other one is gone. I tried to get it repaired, but it just wouldn't repair. So, and I spent another couple of $100 getting that done.
Oh dear.
And so there you go. You can, what's it? Lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So I tried to get it fixed, but I couldn't get it working properly. So there you go. I think at some point when my daughter was looking after it for me, she must have dropped it on the end or something, because the end was like pushed into it, in on itself, and it's like I didn't notice it for a while. I'm just thinking, there you go, that's what happened then. Got damaged.
Yeah. Mine just needs to be looked at, just the up, or what's that called? It hasn't been looked at. I can't think of the word. tune-up or whatever. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. But...
I'm just having to turn your volume up my end. Could you speak?
No, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I got you now. Oh, right, you're having computer issues. Yeah, I did last week. My internet keeps going on and off, but we're having some snowstorms and things here, so winter's back. Oh yeah, you know, we're getting along. We are getting on and along. Thankful we're not in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Greece. Do you see Greece on the news? No? Burning?
I haven't been on TV at all.
Yeah, so I think they were saying somewhere near Athens, but I'm not positive. I am not positive on quite the area that's because I caught the news briefly yesterday, and it was saying about Greece. So thinking of all our crafting friends over in Greece. What's it like where you are, Josie? Is it hot and yucky? Because I know you've just had all your fires in Canada. I don't know if you're still burning in Canada.
I think so. I haven't been paying attention. I'm sorry. It's been smoky, so it's actually cleared up the last couple of days, but yeah, we're still.
It's not a laughing matter, but yeah, Eileen doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Hot. Yeah, it's quite scary when the old forest fires and things start going, but they're, you know, it's they're evacuating islands. I think. Don't quote me. I'm not positive. We're still struggling to get people vaccinated here, which isn't, you know, anything like what Europe's going through with the heat and things. Hot. One of my bigger pages for these. It's not quite. Fraction too wide. I feel. That's a bigger page, so that's okay. A little bit talking to myself here.
It's okay. I'm kind of in my own little world right now. I'm kind of tired. And in my own little... I just lost the paper I just had.
All right. Okay. I've got this long one that I was going to do in a big belly band, but I really like the back to this, so I don't know. I think the back is good to keep, maybe. Let's have a look. What can I do with this? Do like that bit. See if I can fold it from there. Because I've got some,
Got some what?
should have some scraps of coffee dyed paper there. Oh, almost. Let's have a look. I should have lots of those bits of paper. Scraps, not whole pages. I'm going to have a craft lunch if I'm not careful.
I'm having a hard time focusing right now. I was doing fine. I think I was just up early and doing it. I think I'm just like, oh, not good. Trying to work. Funny. I don't know.
I knew I had them. There they are.
What am I using? I take them. Yes. Here we go.
All right, okay. It's been some time that my chat is below the video, not beside it, so I can watch or the video or follow the chat when I can't figure out how to get it back the way it used to be. Maybe the formats have changed or something.
Where did I just put it?
That's Josie saying about her chat.
Yeah.
Before I do the length of this, let's just see. Let's see if I've got a place to put it first, and then we'll figure out the length and then make a little booklet from it.
So I'm just gluing. I put the two-sided tape in and putting the paper clip through to make it look like a decorative piece. I don't know. Just to thicken it up for my belly band here thing. I don't know if that's going to work too well, though. Have it where it's like a permanent piece in there, and then other things can slide in.
What's the other end of that bag? There it is there.
Yeah.
I'll get lost in there, isn't it? Not in there. Okay, Josie. Catch you in a minute. Hopefully. I could actually put it in there, couldn't I? Let's have a look. Because that would hold it closed as well. look at it. There's two. There's two. Right. Let's get some of these pages in and then we'll carry on.
Not like
I don't know whether you can hear my cat sat on my lap purring away. She's like,
I am just cutting all these different words, using it as a cute little things, paper.
what are you doing?
I'm cutting out these words that have found these words.
Oh, yeah.
Use them as little tuck paper. Since I've had them forever in my cache as well. Use them up. They're pretty cute. No.
I've got a shredding sponge.
Oh. I had my other scrapbook or junk journal. And my granddaughter was over for 8 days, and I let her have it. She loved it, and I gave her a baggie full of papers and ribbons and stuff so she can add on her own little details.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was super cute. Oh, I'm doing things all over my fingers before work. That's just lovely. Lovely.
Way. Right. I need to touch these in. But that means I've got to go and fetch the stapler, so I'll do that after. Because right now I have a cat sat in my lap and I'm not going to move him. It's keeping me warm because it's cold here. It's keeping me warm, so I don't want to move him.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I cut all my nails off. I got nothing to pick up things with. I'm going to attach that in with the staples, just not now because I don't want to move my cat. But there's a little booklet there. Okay, I like that. I like it a lot. So I'm back to gluing. Back to gluing scraps. Going on scraps. Right, okay. Scraps of paper. A lot of my scraps come in strips.
I see. That's nice. I don't have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Paper strips. Okay, this one here.
Cardstock. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of using up my I had the scraps before. I don't know why. It didn't occur to me. Dull. Sometimes.
Wow, man. That's cute. Super cute. What was the next one?
Well, she's going to have lots of stripes on, I think. Oh, yeah. I don't really want to talk about family and go into my woes, Josie. My mother-in-law's, I think, is going to go into care because I was supposed to be going back to the UK to help look after her.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go to the UK, I can't get back into New Zealand. We have such a difficult time with the managed isolation because, you know, only if a low percentage of the population has been vaccinated so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you're not allowed to isolate at home or anything. You've got to go into managed isolation. And we only have very few managed isolation spots that come up each month. Mm-hmm. And so if you leave the country, it can be over a year before you can get back in. So a year or more. Yeah. That's if you're lucky. It will be only a year. Yeah. But my mum's doing well, but my mother-in-law isn't. So, you know, it's quite sad, really. Mm-hmm. Is that the family, you know, can't manage to look after her at home where she wants to be. So, yeah, very sad. My hubby's got he's had a really bad chest infection, which is still not over yet, but he's back at work this week. He's hoping that he'll stick the week. He might have to take that off. But yeah, I've got some bad news with my brother-in-law as well. So, if I go on and on and on, it's been quite a Debbie Downer, this one. So I better not. I better not. Otherwise you'll be going, oh my gosh, see that, Nicky? She's just all doom and gloom. Yeah, my family's not. I suppose I've reached that age of life, when you reach a certain age. That top tier above you starts to disappear. Yeah, you always feel safe with the top tier who's still there. When they start disappearing, you just kind of feel like mortality. You've got the same kind of things with you, Josie.
You can see what I'm doing, but I guess plugging in along. Not sure if I want that one.
Yeah, good news. Josie's become a grandma for the second time. Congrats, Josie. Another boy or a girl? I left the lid off my glue stick last night, which is never a good idea. Oh, glued the wrong side. I wanted that side glued. Yeah, okay. We'll pop that in a corner and hope we don't have to use it. A boy! Congrats, Josie. Our boy genes in your family are strong, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ilene,
Yes.
how many grandkids do you have now?
Well, I think it's the same. No, actually, how many do I have? 4?
Don't ask me.
4.
4.
Yes, 4 grandkids. So I have Carly, who's 10, going to be 11 in September. Then you guys know Jackson is 6. And then there's Temperance, who's 5. And Graham is 3.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Can't believe that Carly's 11.
It was so nice to see her after all for those days. Definitely going to be getting cooked together more often. That's good. It's been, well, she was over for my birthday, but besides that, the year before that.
I still only have the 3, Josie.
Your son is getting married or got married?
He's who's engaged.
Yeah.
They're waiting to see, you know, how these COVID restrictions and that still play out, because she wants to get married with her parents there.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you can't blame her for that. She's in the country all on her own. So, with my son, you know, she's got no family over here. So, can't blame her for wanting to be around her family when she gets married.
Yeah.
She is the only child after all.
Oh.
I'm just reading about the foot binding in the book here. Foot binding.
I'm gonna get ink all over it.
Yeah. Says the preparation for my book binding took much longer than anyone expected. In cities, girls who came from the gentry class have their feet bound as early as the age of 3. In some provinces far from ours, girls bind their feet only temporarily, so they will look more attractive to their future husbands. Those girls might be as old as 13. Their bones are not broken, their bindings are always loose, and once married, their feet are set free again so they can work in the fields alongside their husbands. Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was done with.
I don't know. You know, this is someone's account of it. So, yeah. Oh, Lily is the daughter of a humble farmer. That's my son's fiance's name, Lily. Lily. I said because she's quite convinced we can't say her name properly. I won't say it on here though. Oh, hello. Talking of my son, look.
Hi.
Hello, hello, number one son. That's funny. Talking about you, Al.
It's all good.
Yeah. Nice stuff, though.
Yeah.
Just talk about grandkids.
Waiting.
Yeah. Waiting.
Like, oh, I only have 3.
I still only have 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So you up from an all night being awake, or you up early, ready to go to uni? Josie's laughing. Look. Busted.
That we are.
Yeah, it says here the poorest. Girls don't have their feet bound at all. We know how they end up. They're either sold as servants or they become little daughter-in-laws. Big-footed girls from unfortunate families who are given to other families to raise until they are old enough to bear children.
Where are you reading this?
Yeah, it's this book that
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking now I shouldn't be tearing it apart. I should actually read it. It's one I got from a second-hand shop to rip up, but it's actually looking really interesting.
I was like, is somebody commenting? I'm not seeing this.
Yeah, sounds like torture.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say hi to my son anyway? He said hi, ladies.
Yeah. But we were talking about how you only have 3 grandchildren.
Yeah, no pressure. He's gone now, look, because
Mother.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Haven't seen WTF Mike in ages. He hasn't popped in to say hello, has he?
No.
That's because I've got no look at armor stories for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because we went Saturday and we had this snowstorm coming in on the way in. But we're still doing out on the outrigger canoes because it wasn't due in until the afternoon. But it came in with such force that it came in while we were stood there waiting to load into the outrigger canoes.
Wow.
And came in at over 20 knots, and the old white, the white peaks on the waves and that were just like, oh my gosh. And then the temperature dropped. It was so cold. No, I don't think so.
Wow.
I don't think so. Yeah. Al says he's still there. He's meant to be getting up soon for uni, but staying warm under the blankets with Pow Pow. Pow Pow's the dog next to him, keeping him nice and warm, I should think, on a day like today.
Yeah.
And he said Lily keeps reminding him about the grandkids too, so don't worry about it. Because her parents aren't getting any younger either. I say that they're our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was cancelled. The Book this week was cancelled. It was cancelled last week due to bad weather as well. So it's cancelled this week due to bad weather, which was unfortunate. And so but the snowstorm came through with such force and so quick that by the afternoon it was a couple of hours later. Basically, it was lovely and sunny again, calm. Snow had gone, but yeah, but it's came back, and we had snow here at sea level. So yesterday it was like, oh my gosh, everybody was posting, it's snowing. It's snowing. And it reminds me that some people here in New Zealand, especially in the North Island, have never seen snow in their whole life. So that's and people can get quite excited about it.
Yeah. I imagine.
It's like Josie doesn't get snow very often where she is in Italy either, being on the coast. Or do you? Or do you? I think, was it Josie who was saying she doesn't get snow very often?
I can't remember. It's been a long time
Yeah. And like yourself in Canada?
Oh, I get snow all the time.
She gets snow. She can't understand why people think it's fantastic.
No, it's not bad. I don't mind it. I mind it when it's super cold. See, since we moved from Manitoba, it's been very mild compared to what I the east side of Canada, more eastern. Central. The cold comes from one of the wind weather patterns that's constant is from the north through Manitoba through Winnipeg, and that there's like a strip of air flows, and it's always flowing the same way in the wintertime. And it gets really cold in the wintertime, like there. But here, I mean, I've had a few really cold winters, but I mean, I've gone years wearing just a sweater for the winter. A thick sweater, being cold, but just being like, I'm going to pull up my parka, you know? But, you know, so it's not like terrible. So, I mean, the Chinooks come and melt things or warm it up a day. So it's not too bad here because the mountain terrain. So, and it's quite funny sometimes when people, all the snow comes and I'm like, man, you guys would not survive on the other side of Canada here. Because, I mean, you drive, it snowed and it's like, oh, the snow hit. Everyone's asking about the roads, and it's quite funny. Even after being here for 24 years or whatever it is for me, I still find it kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I know that in some states there you at certain times of the year you can't go outside because you can't breathe in the air because it's so cold there. Is that true?
It has been, yes, maybe not in this part so much, but it has been in Manitoba anyways. So I imagine it's the same weather, like that weather that I was talking about goes down through the states somewhat in the northern states, right? So
Right.
what's below Manitoba, you know, there's like Detroit, all those places, I don't know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can't really remember. You know, New York even gets snow, right? So
yeah,
those places can get pretty cold. But yeah, if you get the really ice snow, like even in Ontario, sometimes it gets so cold that the cables on the telephone poles snap and there's trees are falling. They just snap from the cold.
wow.
It happens quite often in the wintertime here in this east, right? So there's quite a bit of snowstorms and people getting blocked in. And that's snow taller than people on the side of the roads. Like this is like in Manitoba I've had where we had to snowball our way out of the garage and I had to go on top where I could have stepped onto the roof of the garage to knock snow down in. You know what I mean? To get people at like so it can get really bad in parts. Especially like I said, I'm not sure about Saskatchewan. I never really hear about it, and that's the city, the town, the province beside me. But so I don't know like how cold it gets there. But I imagine there's nothing to protect them, so it's probably a lot of wind there, windshield coldness and stuff. But in Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, cold.
Yeah. Josie says, yeah, I remember the cold in Ontario.
Yeah. So. And those are the places where you actually, your pipes are freezing and, you know, like you really, it's brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah. We get those cold snaps here for a couple days and then it's a Chinook in this, like in on the side of the mountains where I am. I don't know, like further north or further south how it is because we just happen to be where we are, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, so it's not at this point where I am, it's not so bad. I remember being stuck in a storm in Manitoba for like a whole week, like being snowed in, like for ages, you know, like the whole city of Winnipeg, you know, and surrounding areas. When I was a kid. And then when even in the 70s, there was a really bad snowstorm, I think in the 70s or in the early 80s, where they were actually snowmobiling through the whole city for I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
So pretty wild.
Yeah, there have been a couple of times in the UK where we've had snow so bad where we live that we were skiing. We, not me. That people were
Royally.
skiing into work, and and there were just no trucks coming in, and just like, but that is very, very rare.
Yeah, it happens 10 years or something,
Mm,
20 years. That bad where it just everything closes in.
yeah,
But every so often, every couple of years, Ontario gets really bad, where everything like freezes, where the trees are freezing and lights and the posts and stuff.
yeah,
So actually, Ontario gets it pretty bad a lot, I think, if I
yeah.
recall right.
Yeah, Josie says the cold in Edmonton was so dry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no water out here. No real like natural water like lakes, right? Not much, anyways. Not compared to Ontario, edge of Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec. All those areas in the east are really moist. And then, of course, BC is quite moist because there's a lot more lakes and stuff in between mountains.
Yeah.
What time is it? Can't lose track. I should plug in my computer too.
Yeah, 6:24. Oh, I don't know what the time is where you are.
Well,
I'd have to look on my phone to see what
it's
time it
12:25.
is.
That's pretty good here. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw pictures yesterday from people on their farms, with the cows, and it was like, yay.
And then there's also like winter, but I mean spring is pretty bad for a lot of people in that area. I mean there has been some good bad or like floods here too, but recurring floods a lot in Manitoba and Ontario, but a lot of them recurring over there. There's floods everywhere, I guess, but I've been through a couple of really bad ones in Manitoba.
Yeah.
There was a few years back here too, that one that where Sherry was actually stuck in her condo downtown. She stayed because she didn't want her fish to die.
Oh, yeah.
And she was pumping air in her fish every day with a pump.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Josie. Says it was nice catching up. She always misses our lives, and have a great day. Yeah, we're both off to work shortly. Great, yay! At least we're employed. That's right, isn't it?
I think I'm liking this so far.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Thanks for popping in, Josie.
Yeah, thanks, Josie.
Hope to see you again soon. Having dinner. Dinner.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
I was planning on putting some paint and stuff in there, but I couldn't be bothered to wait for paint to dry and air dry it or to dry. And I think that maybe that would have been the first step more is adding papers on.
Yeah.
So I'm just liking this part. Kind of looking cool. Wait, oof, I don't even know where my camera is. I'm kind of liking just sticking things in there.
I'm just trying to work my way through mine.
Hopefully I didn't get ink all over my face too much here. I try not to touch my face. So I think I'm pretty good habit of not, but oh, super cute.
You've got blue fingers.
Yep, I got fingers that are just full of ink. Not glue, just ink. Full of it. I'm kind of really enjoying this, throwing it together. It's, I don't know, cute.
I think I've got both heaters on out there. I think I've got my main heater going and the little heaters going, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Have them set on automatic timers.
Mm-hmm. I turn the snake's heat on because it's still usually warm in here for them.
Yeah, I don't like to be cold when I get up. Otherwise, I'm not going to get up. He wants to get out of bed in the cold.
Right.
Not me. Yeah, it's dreadful. My first job of the day is showers, and so yesterday I went in there, and of course I had shower shoes, and but your feet get wet even in shower shoes, but because you can't wear your outdoor shoes in when you go and shower someone. So yeah, I've got these shower shoes, and then I've got to dry my feet off and put my socks and shoes back on. But the thing is even you're drying your feet and they don't really feel dry afterwards, and then you go out in the cold. It's not nice.
Yeah,
it is not nice.
Yeah.
And your shower's only it's a half-hour job, so it's shower. One shower to another shower, and if you're unlucky you get wet as well. All they have to do is hold that the shower head wrongly, and whoops, there you go. Wet for the day.
Right.
Can be pretty miserable, I tell you.
I can imagine. Well, I never gotten soaked, but I haven't done too many showers.
Yeah.
I was more lucky to get the bathing ones. I only had one patron that needed.
Yeah,
it wasn't always my job. That was.
But I was lucky yesterday after my shower. My next lady, I normally we go walking. And of course it was pretty miserable yesterday, so we didn't go walking, and we went for coffee instead. And then had a walk around the little bit around the shops. So that was our walk we did for the day. Which was nice, nice. So yeah.
I don't think I would be able to do that again, like what you're doing now. What I used to do years ago. I don't think I would be able to do it again. Like I am like, wow, that's a hard work. I don't think I would. Like, you're pretty strong.
Yeah, Yeah.
I was thinking about that before too. Like, I don't think I couldn't do it. I guess if I had to, but to me, I feel like I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And I have to do cooking as well for
Yeah.
people, and housework and cooking, and yeah, which is tough. The cooking part is tough when you're you're a celiac. And you have to touch and cook all this food that's got gluten in, that can it's not good for you.
Yeah.
It sets off your autoimmune disorder. Some days I can come back and feel quite yucky.
Okay.
Yep. But hey, and things like pasta and that is I don't know whether people do it from touch or whether they do it by taste. But if you've got to get the client to tell you if it's cooked, and they just don't understand, they don't understand the reason why you can't tell it's cooked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I could do it to a time, but pasta isn't necessarily cooked after a certain amount of time, is it?
Not always, yeah.
No. I don't even want to touch this stuff when it's raw.
Yeah. Well,
when it's cooked. I can do it when it's uncooked, because it's but when it's cooked, it's stodgy and it's gluteny, and it's like, oh no thanks. No thank you. Oh, Lily's. Oh yeah, yesterday was. Ali says yesterday was horrible here. Had 44 millimeters of rain where they are. Where his campus is over. Where my campus over 5 hours. 44 millimeters of rain in over 5 hours. Wow. Let's see. For my American friends, that's 2 inches. 2 inches of rain in 5 hours. Heaps of flooding in the low-lying areas. Coastal roads damaged from the swells too. The 210-kilometre southerly gusts, and Lily works on the inter-island ferries. And so the ferries were cancelled yesterday as well. 120, sorry, not 210. Yay. Not surprised she was cancelled. I don't know, Ali. Do you remember going on the Isle of Wight ferries across over to the Isle of Wight when it was the weather wasn't good? You may or may not remember that, because the ferry used to come down the Southampton waters there, and then before they get to the island, they had to do a turn, and then go down into the island, the Isle of Wight. And so, and they come judder, they do a judder, and everything in the ferry would be shaking as they were doing the turn, because sometimes the wind and the tide was so strong, it was just like, and all the car alarms would be going off below the decks. Yay, great times. But yeah, they were often cancelled as well due to the weather. I just remember that. Sometimes the ferries would lull you to sleep on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hubby's been on there the once where they got to the island from the mainland. He got to the island. He was asleep on there, and he went back.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
He must have been slumped in the corner and took him back. And I was going, why are you so late? He said, I fell asleep. He said, no one came and woke me up. So he went to the island, went back up to Southampton, came back down to the island. Yeah. Oh, 6 metre swells as well.
Yeah.
Yep. You're saying that, yes, between the islands here, the inter-island ferry, the swells were there. It's a really dangerous water between the islands, of course. Cook Strait and Solent must be very similar, yeah. But when you've got that tidal rip through there, yep. But obviously the Cook Strait's a bit, the distances are greater, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. I think I am pretty done. I don't know how much more I can stuff in it.
Right, yeah. You gotta go. Too much chatting from me.
No, what? I'll flip through it. I just threw a bunch of junk in here. But bunch. Just to make it look, I don't know, like a bunch of junk. Pretty junk, right?
Right.
I like this one.
See a belly band.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. These tissue pages might have been a bad idea because you can't really put too much on them. But they're pretty, so.
I was going to say it depends on how strong they are then, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not too strong. And one of them is definitely really weak. But it's not too bad. It's kind of cute.
Just see one that says good times.
Yeah, I miss it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, I didn't get very far with my patchworking, paper patchwork.
I'm not sure if I like that one there. I mean, this one is not the greatest page here because I was making a tissue kind of page. Doesn't hold too much, but whatever. I just threw a bunch of junk together. I think some of the edges up so that it looked.
Yeah. Yes. So, are you back in your craft room now?
I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah. You're in. Back to a table. How many years is it? How many years has it been?
No. Oops! I just broke my belly band. Too much pressure. Too much pressure.
Okay, got too much in there.
Put a clip on it.
Al says it looks awesome, super eclectic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I mean, it's there, it's together. Some of it's on taping already too, but
yeah.
That's about it. The last pages were some tissue and stuff that I probably shouldn't have put in there. They really. That's
Eileen's using lots of papers from artwork of things that we've done together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just using my my old pages of papers that I've got from my card making. So so I'm using all my scraps from that you can't really use in the card making things there. So yeah, she's got coffee dyed papers and bits and pieces and books and music paper and things like that. And I've got tags and little inserts and things to write on. And this is what I'm making with the patchwork thing that I'm doing there, tags and inserts, as they call them. So yeah, mine will be a bit brighter as I go along. It's a slow process.
It is. It can be, eh?
Yeah.
I'm throwing it together, using up whatever I can. But you're being a little bit more nice with yours.
But yeah, it's getting fatter. Mine's getting fatter. Yeah, you kept the handle. I took the handle off my bag.
I
But I will
added
put a closure on there.
twisted handle.
You added a handle and I took mine off. That's funny. So yeah, I'll be finishing the patchwork during the week, I expect. As I sit down here and when I have spare.
I have this stuff. What is this stuff? It's paper twisted.
Oh yeah.
Crepe paper or something. That's what I used, but the red one I don't know where it is, somewhere. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, time to get ready and to go to work.
Yeah. Is that good enough time for you there?
Yes, yeah, that's good. It's good for me.
Because I'm working every day now, so it's kind of like, yay. I won't have a day off. Usually Mondays are my day off, but not no more.
I do get the weekends off, but I'm usually out paddling.
Yeah.
And my sweep training starts not this weekend, next weekend. So I'm excited for that to happen, actually. Super excited.
Yeah.
For the dragon boats.
Yeah.
Yay. And Al says he's got to go to uni. Yes.
Go to shower.
Shower and go to uni. Yeah. Don't forget breakfast.
Yeah, eat.
Don't forget the eating part of that equation. Once a mother, always a mother. Right. Thanks for watching. We're going to go now and do adulting things now. Thanks for watching. See you all again very soon. Say hi to Lily for me.
Bye.
Thanks, Al. Bye.